welcome back to 2SRL round 19 or 20. My apologies. We are in round 20 here in Brazil, and I am your host ItzTriton, joined again by MacDragon. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up us today. But here
everyone on it.
Huh? Okay.
That's everyone on it.
Yeah. So here are the standings at the moment. We already discussed. Speedy is already champion, and Anonymous, for those of you who missed out last week, spoiler, came through and won in Mexico with Nick in second, getting his best result there. But if you did not watch Mexico, I would suggest you guys go back and check that one out. It was a very exciting race, if I say so. But yeah, so far the constructor still has yet to be done. It's between Ferrari, Force India, and McLaren still. I believe Ferrari is still a few points ahead of McLaren, and Force India is closing in. So that'll be our main watching point as we move back here to the screen here and we wait to start. So I think how many subs do we have here? I do know that Terror is not going to be racing. Thimo is not going to be racing again. Who else is not racing? I don't think Kirst is here to race as well.
No, he's playing something else.
Yeah, because they were doing all of them were doing, or I mean, Revo's not here as well. They're all doing endurance, the 24-hour of Daytona and iRacing, so they're all probably taking a rest. So we're getting ready to start here. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the EGL Major channel and be sure to check out all the other videos, the pre-recorded streams from Thimo and Terror from the SLR race, or from MacDragon and myself for the 2SRL races. And that is if you want to catch up on what's happening or see any of the exciting races that have happened in the past. So
I don't know about you, but I want the race today to be pouring with rain.
Same, it's Brazil, it should be.
I want some goddamn excitement. That's what I want.
Same, I would enjoy that. Like last week, we got the safety car like early on. Unfortunately, I think Matthias went out early on and brought the safety car out, and that pretty much just shook the entire field up because the strategies were different and everything. So if we get a changing scenario, I think we got in Singapore when Thimo commented, "Oh, we got we got what you wanted, but not exactly the place we wanted it." So let's see. I am using a different controller here, so I will be a bit fumbly here and there, so bear with me, my apologies, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to see who's the first person out. So, Brazil, let's talk about the track real quick, as everyone gets ready to come out. This track is a very short lap time, although it's going to be elongated from the rain here. There are a lot of tight and twisty corners, especially sector 2, where you can gain a lot of battery power back by just kind of harvesting, since you're not really going too quick through those corners anyways. And then you have enough for the straights on sector 3, sector 1, and you just left the session, so I'm gonna re-invite you if I can. I can.
I don't need a re-invite. I can do it.
Alright, I just gave it to you.
It's not gonna help me.
So
God.
who is the first person out? That is Thomas, so let's see what he's doing here. So as we see, the settings seems a lot less laggy. I think let me check and make sure I am actually streaming this, because it seems interesting. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we are live. Okay, so it's looking good too far. So hello, Ocean Chief. Chief says this is his race, but then he says this is my race, I can feel it in the air, and then he says, okay, I would like to retract my last statement because he saw the rain. But we're gonna see Thomas go out of Yun Sao. I'm sorry, I'm not saying that right, I'm not a fluent Portuguese speaker, but as Thomas begins his lap, we'll ride on board with him and show you guys basically what the lap would look like as he comes up to the start-finish straight. Goes hard on the brakes here into the first turn. The Senna S's turns 1, 2, and 3, which flow right into each other. He goes very slowly in as it is raining. now out here of the final curve, down towards the Hedro Pasta, I believe, towards the Seether del Lago, which is the next turn right here. He's going to brake right there after the 100-meter board. You would brake at the 50-meter board, or after 70 meters there, as he comes up the next curve here. As he joins back in, Thomas already hits the wall and is out of qualifying. So that is how dangerous the rain can be, as Jesse goes right off and nearly into his teammate for the day, as Thomas is subbing for Kirst. So that is that done. So we'll ride on board with Speedy instead, our current 2SRL world champion, and see how he does on this lap. Speedy, pretty adept in the rain, so let's see how he does. He might, or I think we're on normal qualifying, so I don't think he invalidated that. So as he goes down the Hotel Pasta towards the Seether del Lago, once again, do this again, I guess, properly brake there at the 100-meter board, 4th gear, feeds it through the curve, goes onto the grass a little bit, but keeps it under control. A little bit of oversteer as well, but he keeps it as well there. There's some debris there, so hopefully nobody gets a puncture from that. At the 50-meter board, goes onto the brake towards the curve. I don't know some of these curve names, so my apologies. Gets a lot of oversteer there coming out of that. Down towards, I think one of these is named La Reina. I'm not too sure. Silver sets the provisional pole lap time here. Towards the duckbill corner, I believe, over here. Or, I forgot what it's named, but coming up down the curve here at the 100-meter board, gonna hit the brakes up towards La Reina, as Ocean Chief also goes into the wall somewhere, so maybe it's not Chief's race at the moment, but hopefully he improves as Hugo goes faster than Silver. Nick also jumps in. Let's see what Speedy can do on this first lap time. He's going to cross the line, and he's going to do a 1:17.3, so that is the pole position lap time at the moment. So, as, Nick's gone into the wall as well. He spun off. So, meanwhile, Matthias is 5th fastest motocross, subbing again, I believe the 2nd time this season, I'm not too sure, but 2nd time I've seen him. 7th at the moment, Mac Jagley 8th, and everyone else has yet to put in a lap. So,
he was leading briefly last week before he dove into the brick wall.
Yeah, hopefully Matthias is able to rectify his fortune here, as Buddy goes even faster, 1:17.0, so 3/10 up on Speedy. So, let's see what he can do in the race, if he can keep that momentum. Sergios does a 1:20 at the moment. Sergios is subbing in for Sergios and Wimpy are subbing in for our Thimo and Terror. So hopefully he can have a good race. He unfortunately crashed out, or lagged out of the qualifying, as Hugo's actually goes faster. But he lagged out of qualifying in SLR and is unable to do that, which is unfortunate, but getting a bit of lag, so maybe my speech about there being no lag finally kind of went down the drain. As Speedy, something happened to Speedy. I can't see what happened, but I think he just retired completely. I don't know what happened. But as Noel is backwards there as well, out of the duckbill, towards the duckbill corner. As Buddy is, I think, completing another lap here. It is wise to keep going and overfuel the car in the wet, because it will just get better. As okay, we have a 20th person.
On the side of the road. Vance is backwards. He's had a spin.
Oh yeah, that's Speedy. Oh, Speedy went into the wall out of the final turn. So where I believe that's where Paul DeResta went into the wall in 2012, which ended the race, as Bruce Singer just crashed out of the game, I think. So hopefully we can get back in. He didn't even set a lap time yet, so that might not be too good. That might not be great news. So so far
the track.
Clara.
Well, it's on it.
Okay, so far, Clara and Anonymous have not put in a lap time. Neither has Jesse or Wimpy. I'm thinking that the track might dry out, but from the looks of it, that's heavy rain. So I think this isn't going to get any better. So I might be mistaken. That might just be some rain. But here's Mac Jagley on his lap, coming down through this NS, is down towards the Seether del Lago, or the Pasta. My apologies, Clara puts in a 28.1, so he's had some errors on that lap, so he can definitely go quicker than that. Mac Jagley going nice and easy through the corner, taking a fairly fairly calm approach to it. Easy on the brakes, not really over revving the car, but loses the back end up coming out of the turn there, and he goes wide there. And
oh,
yeah, that might not be the best thing, as motocross gives him some space there. Currently 5th fastest motocross. So if the rain is going to get worse, I would assume that this is the best time to put in the laps. Although I could be wrong, and it might get better at the end. So yeah, somebody's already taken out one of the marker boards, so that's unfortunate if it dries out, especially as MacLobuzz gets a swapper on the back end coming out of the final corner. Junxiao now running up towards the start-finish straight. He's going into the pits, so never mind. So let's see, Nick is on his out lap. Tipsy is not.
Tipsy finished his lap 118. Bumps him up a couple of spots.
Matthias jumps him there as well right after that to 118.2. So I was told that Tipsy and Vance were working on some setups beforehand. So Vance claims he is excited to race today. So that'll be good. As
well, I don't think he was planning on it being wet, to be fair. So
yeah, true. If it's dry though.
For the wet.
Yeah, if it's dry though. You're cutting out for me, I think. So
yeah, Discord's a piece of.
Yeah. So let's not make the same mistakes Thimo made yesterday. So Stinger crashed out again. So I don't know if that's I don't have him added on Steam, so I can't really add him back. But as I was saying, it would make sense for it would make more sense for Vance to still stick with that setup that he made, or the setups that he's been working on, because it might be a dry race. I'm not too sure, but as he gets started here on his lap, as he comes out of Junxiao, coming up towards the start-finish straight. So meanwhile, Hugos has the provisional pole. Anonymous goes 3rd fastest as Vance begins his lap. Let's see how he can do. So I'm going to keep an eye on Sergio's as well there afterwards. But currently Vance feeding his way through the Senes's, coming down towards the Disquila de Lago corner. Making his way through the curbs. He goes a bit wide. I've noticed that in this game it is fairly easy to go wide there, as that corner is very tight on the exit. So you kind of have to feed your way through, make your way around it somehow, carry a little bit less speed in, or find a way how to manage it. But we have yellows in sectors 2 and 3. That's where Vance is in right now. Okay, they're gone. So luckily that won't be hampering him. Maybe.
No, just at the 117, bumped himself up at that 8th spot to 6th on the grid.
P6 for Noel, showing a lot of pace recently. Been getting some points finishes. I believe Monza was his first points of the season, and he qualified 3rd there and had a really good race there. As the rain might be calming down. I'm not too sure, but let's see what Vance can do here out of Junxiao. He comes out at the final corner, approaching the start-finish line. He doesn't take the quickest route there, but he goes 9th fastest at the moment. But he is almost he's a whole second over a second off of the pole position time at the moment. So let's see what Sergio can do. Sergio goes 2nd fastest there, just barely.
Sergio up in the 2nd.
So Sergio, as we know, one of the quickest drivers
116.92.
Yeah. So just barely off of Hugos' time. So front row start, nothing to complain about, especially with the varying strategies. I believe we're going to see a 1-stop if everyone is going to start. I would assume the 1-stop might not be the quickest in general compared to the 2-stop. I'm pretty sure the 1-stop is fairly quicker, but it will be interesting to see how that plays out. So, for reference, the quickest strategies, or the 2 strategies that we could see are, we could actually see a 1-stop from, we could see a 1-stop from the Super Softs easily. Because the Super Softs can last about 12-13 laps or so, as Hugos actually improves his time from, or up 2/10, I believe. But the strategies we could see are either 2 sets of supers to a set of softs at the end, or we could see a super soft to medium stint, or even a soft to medium stint, if you're worried about the tire there. So let's see what Sergio can do here on his second lap. He crosses the line, and he gets much faster, 16.4 for Sergio. That is pole position at the moment. So, okay, I'm getting the overhead.
I don't even think I can do a 16.4 in the dry.
I'm sure, trust me, I can do.
This is depressing.
Don't worry, you'll get your speed one day, my god. Just gotta keep practicing. But, yeah, this is not helping Speedy. Speedy completely wiping out in the final corner there early on, for those of you who missed it. So, I'm gonna take the time here to read the chat real quick if there's anything. So, okay, so, Chief says it is a dry race, so thanks, Chief. So, yeah, it will, we will be seeing the, what you call it, the, super softs, or soft medium, whatever the one stop is, or I would assume they would want a one stop if it is that much quicker. So Vance actually goes fourth fastest, but he's doing another lap here. Let's see what he can do now. This time he goes third with a 17.0, just ahead of Buddy. So okay, Stinger's back in. That's good. If he can't qualify, he can at least race. So we will have a full grid here. So that's
it's
good.
Not great out, so I think he's able to do a lap.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, probably take control, but I don't know if Vance is doing another lap. I'm gonna check the tire details right now. So currently Nick's gone 3 laps on both sets of intermediates that he's on, and so is Vance. So I think Vance is coming in though, or he might just be going for another lap here, since you kind of have to wear the intermediates in, it seems, in these games, because the more laps you do, the more not only the more confidence you build, but even the tires, you get more grip as it goes on, because you're building that line there. As Vance hits the curb and slides a bit, nearly uses the back end, but keeps it under control very nicely. Now both brake marker boards have been taken out of Jun Chao, so that's not good.
Nick just had a spin. I'm not sure what happened there, but I saw him backwards. He's circulating again. Noel's parked on the side of the road. Obviously got a text message about pizza delivery or something.
That sounds about good right now. I'm going out for lunch later, but I don't even know where. Oh no, actually I know where, but
I'd like to see Silver. I want to see Silver do a lap on the super sauce.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that happen.
Is Silver?
Come on, Silver.
Is Silver? I don't. The rain? No, the rain has not stopped. That was a trick on my eye. I don't think the rain is stopping, so I doubt we're gonna see that as Matthias makes way for Sergius. So.
Unless the game's glitched, he is out on super softs.
Silver. He's on intermediates for me. So.
Oh, he's not for me. He's got the red stripes.
That's just your game. That's the F1 game bad showing up again. So.
Oh, I really wanted to see that.
Yeah, I know. I would like to see some fast laps here.
Do some Tokyo drifting and have to get around the.
So let's see. Silver rocking the very beautiful pink helmet there as motocross retires. I think I don't know if he hit the wall or if he just gave up. Since he's thinks he's gotten as good as he can. He's actually very close to third place there, because if you look at the top third through fifth, there's less than a tenth between them. They've all done 17 zeros, so I believe that's 700ths in total between them almost, or 7.071 seconds to be precise, or to be a bit more precise. So let's see. Singer is. Or Silver, I mean, is coming across the line here. Let's see what he can do here. He's starting his lap. So, plunges on the brakes going into turns 1, 2, and 3 here for the Sen S's. Kind of carry a little bit of speed because you can hit the accelerator coming out of that. Now drag the car through the third of the S's, or third part of the S's down the Pedro Pasta towards the Skita del Lago once again as El Sergios retires, believing he can't go any quicker. Or believing that he is good enough, and this is as good as it'll go, as somebody is wayward there. Oh, that's actually Sergios. He's gone into the wall. So, I don't know if he took a wheel off or if he just retired there, but that's unfortunate. He will be under pressure from Hugo, so I'm actually going to switch on board here as Yeah, Silver locks up as Hugos does improve to a 16-3, so that
wow.
is pole position at the moment for Hugos, who has shown a lot of pace here. He came second yesterday in SLR, so this is obviously one of his better tracks, showing a resurgence of pace. For those who have been following the early SLR season, back when it was SRL, Hugos was on pole position in Monza, or not Monza, I mean, sorry, Monaco. Mac Jagley retires. Third fastest for him, so good showing from Mac Jagley. But yeah, Hugos was on pole position in Monaco, finished P2 there after falling to last place after the first lap with contact, and Wimpy retires as well, 14th, not a bad showing from him. Showing a lot of improvement, Wimpy, but yes, Hugos also finished second in, I think it was Spain, and then third in France, so Hugos has had pace from the beginning here. I think he's going to do another lap here. So this is going to be his final lap. As the clock is down, the checkered flag is waving. So we will see what he can do here. Hugos is going to cross the line out of Junchao, running up towards the start finish straight. And he is going to do... Is he going to improve? He doesn't improve, so that is unfortunate. Let's see what Bance can do, because Bance is in this fight as well as... Noel is there. He's going to block him a bit, but no, he doesn't, thankfully. But yeah, let's see what can happen. Matthias goes 7th fastest. Okay, oh, Bance just went off. So yeah, he retires there. As Buddy comes around the corner there. Let's see what he can do. So Anonymous retires. Anonymous only 8th fastest, unfortunately. Last week's race winner. He's going to be starting a little bit far back, but he can still make it happen. Can Buddy make it happen? He goes 4th fastest. So that is pretty good showing from Buddy. But Nick is still the last remaining guy, the one who can fight for Ferrari's Constructors' Championship at the moment, since Revo is not going to be completing the season.
Silver, with the last-minute lap, goes into 6th position from, I think, 14.
Okay, 14. Oh, Nick hits the wall completely out of the final corner, and that is, I think that's the end of qualifying right there. So, yeah, he's just gonna, I think he's gonna just cross the line there. No point in going to the pits and making it longer. As yeah, he crosses that. That's unfortunate for Nick. Gonna be 11th fastest. Not really prime position, but that is your grid. Pretty interesting qualifying. Great to have some wet weather to shake things up. Unfortunately, we wanted it in the race, but we got it in the qualifying, so we will take that, unfortunately. But nonetheless, something. If you do agree, Mecha Dragon. So.
Yeah, I wanted it to be wet. I just wanted everyone to dive into everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only really 6 people that these last 2 races, because I mean the championships and now it's just forcing the McLaren fighting for the constructors
and Ferrari as well. We got a 3-way one, but Revo not being here is gonna hamper them. But here is your current grid. Paul Exton is here as well. He showed up last minute. He's gonna be starting in the last. Thomas unfortunately crashing out. Ocean Chief unfortunately also crashing out. Jesse unable to set a lap time, or a good hefty lap time there. Clara setting also having some issues there, I believe, and yeah, so that is the grid at the moment. Congratulations, Hugos, pole position at the moment, and drivers have free choice attire since it was wet qualifying, so this will play into the race strategy will play into each other's hands and see how they can work off of that. I apparently cannot do English right now, so anyways, now would be a good time to do my second advertisement of the day. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys are new here, finding your way here, or finding yourselves here, be sure to check out the EGL channel. Be sure to subscribe if you guys want to check out the other videos of the previous races for both SLR and 2SRL, and yeah. Okay, so the 20th driver is not here. It's actually Jeremy, so I was going to say he's not here to roast me in the chat, as usual. So as we begin the formation lap here, and the sun glare completely blinds me out of the Senna S's. So I'm going to tab out real quick and make sure everything is okay. And It's all working properly.
Oh, Sergio has gone straight into the wall in the formation lap.
Oh dear.
I guess I wanted to say hello to a fan
And
there. I'm
Sergio
not sure
gets
what happened
disqualified.
there. He just goes straight on. Yeah,
That's not good. So, that's unfortunate because he's going to start on cold tires now. I don't know what happened there. I tabbed out to make sure things weren't as laggy, but hopefully the stream quality is improved a little bit. I know this track is not too laggy, so God forbid when Baku rolls around for me. So let's go back to here.
The only thing that's lagging at the moment is Discord.
Yeah, Discord. What a beautiful application. It's almost as bad as the F1 game. The famous meme in both the SLR and 2SRL. Discord.
How do these bad applications get so popular? How?
I don't know. Thomas gets disqualified, so he made contact with, I think, Clara there. So, luckily, it's happened at the end of the formation lap, so they can have their tire temperatures back. But Sergio is going to be starting this with cold brakes, cold front and rear tires. Not ideal for a race start, if you ask me. Gonna have no grip off that start, so let's see how this goes down. Hugo's pole position, got El Sergio's alongside him, so as I believe that's the last car coming up. I think that's Noel, so wait for him to form up patiently as we watch for the lights. Here they go then. I'm gonna pull up the position changes. Anything can happen here. 5 lights. And we are go here in Brazil. Good start from Hugo. Sergio's getting a little bit wayward. Actually gets a pretty good start there. He's going to try and have a look down the inside. Dives at Hugo's, defends it on the outside. Mac Jagley has a look down the inside. Or the outside defending towards the inside. Vance gets ahead of Buddy there in the background there. Hugo's gets away very cleanly indeed. As they work their way down the hetero pasta towards the skid of the lap. Going off the track
in the back.
Thomas, and I believe that's Clara as well going off with him, as Sergio and Mac Jagley both go wide. Vance tries to have a look there, and a lot of things playing out here right now. Buddy and Mac Jagley going wheel to wheel up towards the curve here into the second sector. Vance running into the back there of Sergio a little bit, but I did not check the tire strategies actually, so I'm going to check that afterwards, after the start here. But so far, a little bit of contact in the back, some drama, but all so far looking so good, I guess, for everyone else. As I believe that's a Speedy diving down the inside of Matthias there into the corner, and so far Hugo's making a break for it at the moment from Sergio. I don't know. Let me see what the tires are at the moment. So currently, Speedy starting on mediums. Okay, Hugo's and Vance on super softs, Noel on super softs, everyone else on softs. So definite one stop here from the soft runners. The super soft runners might know better because you can one stop from that. So might not be as quick, but it might actually still work out. As those are a big glitch for me. So let's see what we can do here about that. Not really doing anything
Wide
there.
turn 1, gobbled up on this straight.
Right up. Okay, yeah, the intervals are completely glitched out for me. So I'm showing the wrong timings. That's not good. As things settle down here a bit, Anonymous on the back of Buddy on the back of Mac Jagley. So we might see a 3-way fight here. Thomas in the back, making up positions. I don't think he got any major damage. I think he just spun off, luckily. So that could have gone much worse. As I think that was Noel he made contact with. So they're trying to fight it out in the back here. But move back up here to Hugo's and Sergio. Sergio's not going to be able to make much ground on these soft tires just yet, since actually goes faster than him. He is actually gaining a bit of time there on you. So as we see, lovely camera angle there of Jun Xiao, or from Jun Xiao, I should say. So meanwhile, Vance now, DRS has been enabled. Vance has DRS on Sergio's. He should be a little bit quicker than him at this stage on those super soft tires. As Anonymous and Buddy are fighting it out there. Anonymous gets ahead of him finally. Buddy gonna try and fight him back, but unable to make anything work there. And Speedy is actually catching the back of them too, and he's on medium tires, so he will be quicker towards the end of the race. So let's see what's happening up front, or I mean, I should say in the back. The interval seems to have stabilized. We got a bit of a train in the back here as everyone is still kind of pacing together. Tipsy, Motocross, Matthias, Silver, Nick, and I think Speedy still all together. Pretty much everyone here from the top 10, or the top 12, I should say, up until or 5 through 12, all pretty much within reach and distance of each other. And there's going to be a large DRS train here. So let's see what can occur here. Tipsy on the back of Nick, and Silver on the back of Tipsy. Well, that's Motocross, I should say, I'm sorry. And then Nick's on the back of Silver. Nothing really happening there. Nolan, Plex, and Stinger and Thomas all fighting there in the back. So, things might just be stabilizing in the back here, or back there, or front there, I should say. As
I think that money gets him.
Speedy gets a dive down the or puts it down the inside of Buddy there. So Speedy working his way up the field very well indeed on those medium tires. So let's see as
it's a bit wide.
Yeah, I saw that somebody went quite wide there. As yeah, you can see the train here is pretty hefty with Speedy leading it at the moment. And he is on medium tires. He's still going to be slower, so...
Oh, he's gone way with that.
Yeah, I think he got a bit of a block there. I didn't exactly see that as ooh, this is going to be a very, very interesting fight here. So we're going to watch it all unfold from Nick's point of view here and see what happens as... yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with everything here as... I believe the Ferrari Motocross tries to have a look, but doesn't really do anything out of that down Matthias. But they're going to have another chance at a run here down the Seether del Lago Motocross. Much better exit there than Matthias. He's already going wheel to wheel with him down the Hetero Pasta. As oh, there's a three-way crash!
Oh, he's tapped him. This massive crash.
Matthias and Motocross all out. I think they just collected each other, and he gets away with that. Is there going to be a safety car, or is the F1 game going to give it to us? As Stinger already into the pits. Major crash there as Stinger already retires again from that, so unfortunately I got the worst camera angle at the exact moment I went off board with him. So
I was on board.
I'm
not sure who I was on.
That was a major accident.
They just rubbed tires and shot each other into the concrete.
Yeah, Tipsy, I saw he was right on the back there. He backed out instantly out of that because they were going 3 wide up in there at that one moment. But Silver is going to be on the back here of Tipsy at any minute now with the DRS. Not going to be able to make anything happen here, I don't think. So yeah, he's going to probably have a look down the Seether del Lago, or I mean the Hetero Pasta, I should say. After the Senna is here.
Well, a bit surprised that the safety car wasn't deployed.
Yeah, we usually get safety cars.
That was the big crash.
In 2SRL, we always get safety cars. So I saw that and I was actually rubbing my hands together. I'm just like, we might get a safety car and it might bunch everyone up and give us a little bit more excitement than we already are getting.
We don't get the wet. We don't get the wet weather. We don't get the safety car.
Yeah, they just don't like us, I don't think. So we got yellows in Sector 3 as Clara goes off and he's out of the race. So maybe again, no. But yeah, Speedy Buddy's keeping with him. He's keeping him honest. But dirty air might be playing its effect, even though it's not too prominent in this game. He gets onto the grass there, so a bit of a struggle here for Buddy, not really having the grip he wants in this fight. As Sergios,
big lock up.
Sergios is on the back now. A few those super soft tires are going to be dying out, and Sergios is going to have a lot more grip in his face.
Someone's parked on the straight. Is that just Clara just sitting there?
I think that's Clara's car here. As Sergios in the slipstream here, unable to do anything, and Hugos is going to have to defend from him. So meanwhile, this battle will be developing as Bance is catching up. This is going to help Bance a little bit if they hold each other up. So, yeah, shame for Clara. He did do a very long stint in the 24-hour Daytona race in their split. It's him, Thimo, and Kirst who are in the car together, but I'll refrain from saying anything about Kirst because I don't think Clara's too happy with having to do about like a 7-hour stint. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, He said something about doing 320 laps in a row.
Yeah, he had to do 320 laps because Chris fell asleep and didn't wake up. But yeah, meanwhile here, Sergio's in the slipstream here. Is he going to have a look down the inside? Not yet, but you can tell Hugos is struggling a lot here into the Senna S's as Sergios gets a much better run here and is going to have a very good slipstream here. Hugos goes to the inside to try and defend. Sergios probably going to get a much better run here around the outside, feeds it. Hugos defends it though very well, puts Sergios off the track a little bit, but is just about fair nonetheless, as it is a very tight corner, as I said, in qualifying, and Hugos holds him off for a little bit, but Bance not really making up ground here, as Buddy still on the back there of Speedy, unable to make anything happen through the Disquita del Lago. So
he must be a little bit frustrated. You probably know that Speedy's on medium tyres here.
Yeah, that's gonna help a treat. But yeah,
he's probably being held up a little bit around the tightest sections and then just get away.
Yeah, as I said, you can save a lot of battery through the second sector. Like, you can pretty much run no ERS and you will gain a lot of time, as Sergios has another run here on Hugos for the lead of the race here through turn 1. Can he get it? He goes around the outside. Hugos breaks much later to the inside, cuts across his line there a little bit. Hugos gets forced a bit wide there, as Sergios gets a much better run. These two are having a great battle here. They're going wheel to wheel here, as Sergios does get ahead. And Hugos is going to have to live to fight another day, as Sergios takes the lead of this Grand Prix. So very well fought from him. But Hugos isn't out of it yet. He's still in the slipstream.
That was a bit dicey down into this. I think it was turn 2 through the S's there. Woo! Really thick back of him.
Yeah, meanwhile, Buddy fell off the back of Speedy a bit here. He's now second behind, as shouldn't be noted that these super soft tires are going to be dying out any minute now. Around this time. So the soft runners are going to be having to show their pace here and hopefully make a break and catch these guys, as it is interesting, as Sergios will have a lot more grip, but then he will be in danger of getting undercut from Hugos as this goes on, unless he builds a big enough gap. So meanwhile, Mac Jagley first to pit from... That's a very early call, I would say. I don't know why he's pitting so early. I don't know if he has a penalty. No, he doesn't have a penalty. He's just pitting. He's going on to the 2-stop, so he's going to be on super softs. So, like I said, that's a bit too early in my opinion, but maybe he knows better. So, meanwhile here we have the battle still brewing here in the back. Nick, Tipsy, Silver, all three battling. Buddy as well in there. Trying to lead away from them, as Silver goes wayward there again, as we've seen a lot of people do. Another interesting battle here is Wimpy and Ocean Chief. Wimpy going wheel to wheel here. Ocean Chief nearly cuts him off. Wimpy goes down the inside here of Ocean Chief. Ocean Chief covers it off very well, as Jesse is lurking there as well. So I know they don't get much airtime, but we got to give the back marker drivers, or the back drivers, I should say, a lot more time, as Jesse completely goes up the inside of Wimpy, catches him sleeping as Wimpy dives down the inside there. What a battle we're seeing here. So, wow, some interesting battles here. Jesse runs into the back of Wimpy a bit. So some good battle. That's going to help Ocean Chief get away from these two. So, wow, impressive stuff from these two, as we're going to ride back on board here with the two of them, as Jesse goes wide there a bit. Nothing really happening yet. Tipsy on the back there of Buddy, trying to get a better run here on the trying to get a better run here down the Disquita del Lago here. Can he get it? Not really able to do anything there. None of them actually able to do anything, interestingly. They're all still kind of struggling here. Ocean Chief does get away a bit from Wimpy and Jesse, so good for them so far. So this is the main battle we have on the track. So Nick kind of just lurking in the background of this, and Silver and Tipsy and Buddy all kind of just Buddy kind of just dragging everyone along here. So meanwhile, Jesse's still on the back of Wimpy. I should go back and check that out real quick. unable to really do much, but ride back here on board with the others as Silver falls off the back a bit, but he will maybe be under pressure from Nick, but not really. They're kind of too far away from each other as Buddy's still trying to defend from Tipsy Bob, but gets a much better run there. But Tipsy is going to have the DRS here. Now this might be it as he pulls up into the DRS. He's in the braking zone. He's not going to be able to do anything as, ooh, nearly runs into the back of Buddy there, but keeps it there. Buddy runs wide again out of that exit. So
Mac Jagley did set the fastest time of the race so far on those fresh super sauces.
Gonna have a lot of pace at the moment. If he wants to two-stop, he's gonna have to push now and just keep pushing as much as he can, because the tire wear here is not too bad. The soft tires are actually a fairly good race tire as well. I don't think the mediums are too bad either, but the super softs definitely have a lot of grip in the beginning, I will say. Towards the end they get a little bit bad, but in my race yesterday for SLR, I did feel a little bit of resistance from the softs and a little bit from the mediums towards the end, but I was still able to push throughout. The super softs, I'm not too sure they were they were too grippy at the end, as Tipsy's gonna mount another attack here, and Nick trying to mount another attack on Silver for the constructors battle. Not Jesse, Tipsy, sorry, running very close to Buddy getting away through the S's though, so you might have more speed there, as he's kind of just dragging Tipsy along. Tipsy's still unable to do anything here and make his way alongside of him, so it's getting a bit frustrating, as this is the lap where the pit window opens for the super soft runners. So Tipsy trying to have a look. Yeah, trying to find an opening there, getting a little bit impatient, as Silver and Nick are right on the back of him, as Buddy was obviously struggling a lot here. So let's see what can happen here if he can find a way around. Ooh, gets a swap around the back end. That's gonna help Tipsy at all. He's probably shaking in his seat, struggling to find an opening here. He's gonna have to maximize his exit here, but he is right up on the back of him. This is as close as he's been all race. So now he's gonna have a very good run here with the DRS in the slipstream. He's gonna pull out to the outside. Buddy defends to the inside. Is he gonna go late on the brakes here? He already gets ahead of him before in the braking zone. So very well done from Tipsy, but he's gonna be under threat here in the Desquita del Lago, or through the Heteroposta towards the Desquita del Lago, as Buddy now has DRS on him, and Silver is there as well. So Nick's already gone to the pits for the medium tires, so he's gonna undercut these guys, or hope to. So it'll be interesting to see as Tipsy kind of forces Buddy off the track there. So not very polite from Tipsy. You know, Silver run up to the back of him, and these guys are all on soft tires. So let's see where the others pit in.
Nick did hit.
Yeah, I saw that. I already said. He's on medium tires, so he's gonna try and warm those up earlier. These guys are gonna be running colder out of the pits, because those medium tires do not warm up very easily in this game. So will be interesting to see how this develops, if they're all going to pit in as well with each other. Thomas is actually catching up to them too. They've been holding each other up a lot. As Spence pits as well, he's going to try and undercut Hugoson, hopefully, or possibly. As go back to Buddy and Tipsy. Silver trying to mount an attack here on Buddy. Doesn't really get the move done there, but is he going to be able to make the move here into the corner? Buddy gets a swap around the back end, but he's not really maintaining the gap he needs, as let's see what he can do here. He's in the slipstream. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to go late on the brakes. Buddy moves a little bit in the braking zone there, but doesn't really put him off, as now he's got a way worse run out of the exit of the corner. Silver makes his way around, and he loses the back end, and he's into the wall! And that is pretty much his race almost over, but he just completely nearly went right into Noel there. Ooh, that could have been very dangerous. Not the safest re-entry there, so crazy battle going on there between them.
Something had to give at some point, didn't it? They were neck and neck for how many laps? Maybe 8, 9 laps.
Pretty much this whole race, they were neck and neck, and it had to end that way. Yeah. Unfortunate for them, as Hugos now makes his pit stop. Sergius will be going longer, as well Anonymous, and Speedy is going to be going longer than any of these guys, probably like 20-ish, or 21 or so on those fresh mediums. So the super soft runners made those tires last a lot longer than I thought they would. So let's see where Hugos comes out here. So MacJagley is ahead of Hugo. So he's made the major undercut work as he gets sideways into the pits there. I don't know if he lost any front wing, but Vance is coming out right behind him, and he's gonna be in the slipstream here. But and he's gonna be struggling to warm up his tires here as well. So let's see if Vance can actually make anything of this scenario. So Hugos is gonna have to start pushing and make those tires get up to temperature quick. So you already saw him go wayward in the pits there out of lack of temperature. So we do know that he is going to be struggling a little bit as Silver, Chief, Wimpy, and Pox and all pit in the back there. Silver going to be probably putting on a new front wing. It didn't look like the damage was too bad, but might have been bad enough. So yeah, I think he got a new front wing there. So Anonymous pits as well onto the mediums. So let's see what can happen here. Vance in the slipstream, or in the DRS range of Hugos. So let's see if he can mount an attack here in the coming laps. Hugos' tires are probably going to be up to temperature soon, as they do warm up fairly easily here in Brazil compared to other tracks like Hungary, I believe, where the mediums kind of do take a while to warm up. Or actually, I should say Hockenheim. Hockenheim, that track does not do well, as Anonymous comes out right behind Vance. So that is
that's someone we haven't seen too much of this race so far. Anonymous, he's normally duking it out.
Yeah, he
for a podium position.
Yeah, he's gonna be right behind them too. So this could be detrimental to his race, as Speedy still has yet to pit too. So Speedy could be in this fight as well. This is essentially the battle for second place, because I don't know where although Sergius might get undercut here by these guys. So as Sergius does make his pit stop, so let's see where they come out. As Pollexen crashes out of the game. I think he got stuck in the pits actually. So that's unfortunate, as Speedy now takes the lead, the provisional lead of the race, I should say, as MacJagley comes across here. He's gonna jump Sergius, maybe not actually. Let's see where Sergius comes out. He's gonna be in P3, and he's still gonna be ahead of the others, who are all trying to fight it out, I think. Anonymous in the back there, still not really able to make much ground up, and they are fairly distant.
Off goes Sergius into the wall.
Oh no!
Front wing.
I don't know what happened there. He just completely went right into the wall. I think he just did it on purpose. Is that going to bring out a safety car?
He's trying to get out. That's the exact same thing happened in the formation lap, except he hit the wall this time about 200 kilometers faster. So
I think he might be having brake issues then. I'm not too sure, but that is the race leader out of this race. So that leaves it open to Hugos and Vance here now to fight for this win, or make up some ground on Speedy, because he's in this fight as well. And MacJagley is gonna have to make up a lot of ground on those super soft tires, because he's got to make a whole nother pit stop. So might not have been the right strategy call from him, as Anonymous is catching the back of Vance here. So gonna have to make a lot more work here as we approach. This is the halfway point of the race, just past the halfway point, I should say.
Hopefully.
Oh, Vance is in the wall! Vance just completely crashed out. He hit something. I think he hit an invisible barrier. And Vance just completely went right into the wall, and he is out of this race.
Oh, hang on, there's another one. There's two of them.
Yeah, there's an invisible thing takes these off. There's an invisible barrier on the wall. All the drivers are getting hit by it. Are you serious, F1 game? Are you serious? I can't believe what happened there. So MacJagley's out, Tipsy's out, Vance is out, I think, and Sergius is out from a different thing. As so somebody's coming up to it. I think they saw it. Yeah, they saw it. So
by the way, no safety car.
No safety car still. As they all saw it there. As I believe a 3-car pileup is worth a safety car. FIA. I'm pretty sure that's worth a red flag. There's no red flag in this game, of course, but flying barrier. Yeah, Vance confirmed flying barrier on the track. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe this race. I don't know what's happening. I thought I saw everything after Italy and Mexico, but no, it turns out I can't see that barrier as a Buddy dives down the inside of Ocean Chief.
No, either can I.
Open there for him. So Mac Jagley. Okay, no, he left the session, so he already crashed out. And Poixon is out as well. He's stuck in the pit, so he left the session.
Yeah, Poixon's he's stuck in the pits. Even the mechanics have gone home. They've just all left.
So just didn't even retire, I should say. He just stayed in. But the big news.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Bance. I'm gonna message Bance real quick. As soon as okay, I can't do it. Never mind. So yeah, I am very sorry to Tipsy Bance and Mike Jagley. That's actually a major disappointment for McLaren. They just lost both their drivers who are fighting for the constructors to that flying barrier on the track that I cannot see. So F1,
I think that's the second time that's happened to Bance.
I mean,
the left turn, and
it's still a point where this game is just like.
Too.
A lot of people don't even want to play the game just because of how bad it is. Like, if 19 is just as bad as this, and that's pretty much like the final straw for most of us, I think that's just ridiculous, honestly. But
yeah,
I saw Thimo. I saw it.
I just want to tell you what the other said. So Ben said that he was just driving there, and there was a huge glitching barrier in the middle of the track for him.
Yeah.
And then the same thing caught up Mac and Tipsy. So I saw it on stream. It was just a barrier lying there. Just wanted to tell you.
Yeah, I saw it too. I don't understand. Buddy gets a time penalty there. But I saw him go off, and then I was like, okay, that means there's probably something there, and then it just confirmed it when Tipsy and
that's
what's his name? Yeah, and Mac Jagley. Yeah, sorry, but good thing you didn't race Thimo. That probably you would have been around that area.
I'm out again.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
I would have been 16.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, later. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But the big benefit from that is Ocean Chief and Wimpy, who are now in the points. So Ocean Chief in 8th, Wimpy in 10th. So this will be his first points, I believe, as Speedy pits for super softs. So he's gonna be very fast at the end here. But 14 laps might be enough. So he's gonna easily catch the back of Anonymous and Hugos. Fun fact for everyone: Hugos has not. Speedy. Sorry, Speedy has not won a race since Hungary this season. So it's been quite a while since Speedy has won a race for SLR or 2SRL. I mean,
but he's still leading the championship by a million.
Yeah, he was on like a 6-race win streak. So
yeah.
And he won about I think he won 2 more rounds there. So 5-race streak or 6-race streak, but a lot of race wins there. So let's see what can happen here. Vance was able to win 2. Revo won 2 races. Terror won 2 races in the early season. So and then Speedy won all those ones. Anonymous has won 2 races. And I don't know. I think that's it pretty much. Etney won in Dakota. So yeah.
Not sure what's happening here, but Sergio seems to be ghosted.
Yeah, Sergio just left the session. He left, so he's...
Oh, he left?
Yeah, he didn't retire, though, as Speedy, meanwhile, already pulling a second out of Anonymous. So he's going to be wanting to make up ground here, and he has a lot of time to do so. Already, you can see that gap.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, you can already see that gap is just falling down here between Hugos, Anonymous, and Speedy for the. This is essentially for the race win. So it's going to be down to whoever can manage their tires. So Hugos has not won a race here yet. Anonymous has won 2 races. He actually just won the last race. He won in Mexico, and he also won previously, or 2 of the last 3 races, I should say. Anonymous has won. So he's looking to make it 3 out of the last 4 here as we approach the season finale.
Yeah.
Should be noted, I will make the PSA. I'm sorry?
Tipsy and Vance in the chat. Not happy one bit.
I wouldn't
Understandably
be
so.
I wouldn't be either. That is absolutely ridiculous.
I'm throwing my controller out the window.
I think that's just, I mean, I know I'm basically commentating, but we're not sponsored by the game or anything, but that's just unacceptable if you ask me for a flying barrier to be on the track, glitched out and like probably spazzing all over the place, even though I couldn't see it, but I know how it does.
For a AAA title to have this many problems, it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Codemasters in general. I love the F1 games, but I mean, it's just like, come on, you can't just leave the game unfinished. But I will finish there. I'm not gonna say anything else more, but in case they end up watching this and I need a gig somehow. But meanwhile, Speedy completely caught up almost entirely to the back of Anonymous and Speedy, or Hugos. I mean, 1.8 seconds is the gap on these fresh super soft tires, making a lot of ground up and probably going quicker. Not really saving battery. He's probably trying to push and get that gap down as much as he can. So, as okay, that's Jesse getting lapped there. So,
yeah, I was watching that as well.
Let's see what happened here. He doesn't really slow. He slows Hugos down a bit, but let's see. Anonymous has DRS still. He has had DRS, and he's kind of just been dragged along by Hugos this whole time, and he is going to be in a lot of. He's going to be in firing range of Anonymous eventually if he doesn't get the pace up. His tires are 1 lap younger. Don't let the camera fool you. He's on medium tires, by the way. So showing up that Anonymous is on softs, but I will take the time quickly to make a PSA. I'm actually not going to be commentating next week, and I will be away. So unfortunately, this will probably be my last commentary for the season. But I will see you guys back when we begin in Australia, hopefully. But yeah, Mecha Dragon will hold the fort down and might be able to commentate with somebody else. I will see. We'll see how that goes. But
I don't know. I'll either wing it or just leave the race on and just not say anything. Just mute my microphone and walk away for 40 minutes.
Sounds like a great gig. But meanwhile, Speedy kind of slowed his charge down a bit here, but Hugos actually got DRS off of the ghost of Sergio's car, so I don't know how fair that is, but what are you gonna do? Or how fair it is to Anonymous, I should say.
Well, if he's not gonna retire, that's...
Yeah, that's on him, but we'll see how this still shapes up. Anonymous still unable to really get on the back of Hugos. As in the background, Nick, no, that's actually them. Nolan Thomas are in a bit of a fight here. Thomas on Noel is on mediums. He is not on super softs. They're both on 10-lap old mediums. Buddy on the back of Ocean Chief again, going up the start-finish straight here. Ocean Chief goes to the inside, but doesn't really seem like he's going to fight him too hard here. He actually does fight him, and defends it very nicely in the Senna S's here. As Speedy is on the back of Anonymous, so we're going to have 2 fights to watch here. I'm going to quickly zoom up here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to catch any of that. Buddy doesn't get past Chief there, I don't think, so good thing I switched off here, but Speedy going to be right on the back of Anonymous here in the slipstream with the DRS. Is he going to have a look down the inside? There's a gap there, not really able to do it there, but Anonymous gets a really bad exit, and Speedy finds the gap there and makes his way down the inside very beautifully, so very good job from Speedy. He is up in the 2nd place and back in it, so that medium tire strategy might have just paid off for him, as he is on the back of Hugos, who is his teammate in SLR, so they probably will hope to have a good battle with each other. So he's probably not going to want to fight him too hard since Anonymous is there, but Anonymous might get a double slipstream off of these guys, so that's not going to help at all. So the battle for first here brewing up very nicely, I should say. So let's see what happens here. Buddy hits for the 2nd time, so he's going to be making... I think he started on the softs, I'm not too sure, but meanwhile Speedy in the slipstream here with the DRS is going to have a look down the inside, and he takes the lead of this race at the moment. Goes very wide though, out of the corner there, and that might... he doesn't get a penalty for that, but he doesn't get the position, so that's okay, and he did lose time out of that, so Anonymous is going to be fighting him now. He's under pressure here. Anonymous has a look down around the outside. Speedy defends to the inside here. Gets it kept under control there and stays away from Anonymous's attack. So now that's not what he needs. He needs to pull a gap here. Actually, he needs to get past very quickly. He's right on the back here of Hugos. And he has a look down the inside there, into the corner there. Ooh, boy, actually, a bit of lag, I think. I don't know what happened there, but he gets a little bit wayward there. Speedy loses out the DRS range now, so he's gonna have to speed up here as I think that's Wimpy getting in the way there a bit as Buddy is now out of the points here. But Jesse is gonna be under attack from him eventually. So yeah, Wimpy gets out of the way there. In 9th place though, a very good showing from Wimpy and Ocean Chief both. Chief starting in the back of the grid even. But now meanwhile Anonymous fighting away with Speedy. He's gonna go wheel to wheel with him here in the slipstream. He gets ahead of him there in the DRS zone into turn 1. So a bit unfortunate there for Speedy. So, but he will have another fight here actually. I forgot to mention he's gonna have the slipstream here. Anonymous doesn't really defend to the inside. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to fight here yet. But this is helping Hugos in his endeavors to win the race. As
Noel just got past Toto there as well on the main straight. Toto went way wide.
Yeah, I saw that, but he's going to be under attack again as Noel goes right to the inside to defend that, to prevent him from getting any slipstream. Thomas not able to do much as Noel gets ahead into 5th place. So very good showing from Noel today. And Nick as well in 4th, running a lonely race, but helping Ferrari out in their Constructors Championships endeavors. But still not going to be much, as Force India is going to be the big winners from this in 3rd, and if Speedy can actually get ahead of Anonymous here, that will help, as Anonymous does not have DRS on Hugos, so he's going to be under immense pressure here from Speedy, but unable to do much here, as he's able to brake much later, as you can see from the tire deficit, or the tire difference. As, oh, Anonymous goes into the wall, and he takes Speedy out completely. So,
oh my god.
This race just does not stop. And Speedy is not going to be happy with that. That is very, very clumsy of Anonymous, I must say. I'm sorry, but loses the back end, collects Speedy. I mean, I don't know what to say to that, but that pretty much just gave Hugos a good run, as Anonymous is missing a full chunk of his front end plate. So you can see how much understeer he's got. So see, Speedy might be missing some as well. So Nick might actually be on the podium from this. And so will Noel, hopefully, hopefully for him, if Speedy's front end plate damage is not that bad. But I mean, I'm trying to get a look here. I can't really see from the front as the camera is not there. But yeah, you can see, that he's missing a lot of front end plate. He's gonna have to pit definitely Anonymous as well. So that's pretty much their races both over. Speedy's flying off the track there basically. I would not be happy if I were him. That he had a shot at this race win completely, and now he's probably going to be finishing somewhere in the bottom of the points finishes. But yeah, he's going into the pits. Anonymous pitting as well. So he's most likely going to go on to super soft. So Hugo's pretty much just won this race, I think. So unless he has an issue. So yeah, Speedy getting his wing change there. Anonymous as well, getting the wing change. Thomas moves up into 4th. Noel up into 3rd. Nick up into 2nd. Let's see if Silver will be able to move up ahead as well. Although it doesn't seem too likely, but the two of them will be very fast. So let's see what can occur there if they can make their way around. So Thomas still on the back of Noel for the podium position, the final podium paying position. But 11 seconds, that's, I don't think that's enough for Anonymous to catch up to these guys. But he does have 5 laps, and he's on brand new super soft tires. So, might just end up being enough after all. As, I think Buddy had some issues, because Jesse's pulled away from him. So, Buddy, unfortunately, unable to score here. But his teammate...
he made an additional pit stop.
Yeah, he did make a pit stop, but I thought he was much closer than that. I might have been wrong, but, yeah, it seems like... Jesse will be scoring points here. Wimpy and Ocean Chief as well. So let's see what can happen here. Speedy is not going to be making much ground here. I think that might be the race neutralized there, as he is not really. Yeah, he's not really making up ground on Anonymous. Anonymous getting away, but I hope the stewards have a good look at that, because I honestly don't know what to say. Definitely worth a report there, to see who was entirely at fault there, or if it's worth giving a penalty or anything. I'm not too sure how that works. But yeah, or how that would be, because that was a fine margin there.
Yeah, there's another function that Codemasters should put in: replays in the spectator client.
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty interesting to have. But yeah. Meanwhile here, Anonymous starting to pull away from Speedy here, so he gets away into 5th place here. So unfortunate for both of them, especially since they were both running fantastic races. Speedy on those medium tires pretty much caught up to them, and Anonymous fighting for the race win again after having so many good runs. It's unfortunate for that that happened for both of them. So luckily they shouldn't be under any immense pressure from behind, but I'm not too sure if they can actually catch up to Thomas.
The problem is that there's only 3 laps left, and they're not going to be able to get, what, 8 seconds? That's the problem. Hugo's just gonna mosey his way to a victory. Yeah. I can't hear you, by the way. I don't know if Discord's...
Okay, so Etney messaged me here. Etney gave me the report here. Anonymous slowing down because... okay, so Hugo's lagged in front of him, so he slowed down, and then Speedy didn't see it because he couldn't see... I guess it didn't show up on his thing, so he just went and slowed down, and then they kind of just came together. So, thank you, Etney, for that.
Right.
That's very interesting. So, I don't know what to say to that. But anyways,
you say F1 game bad.
F1 game bad. Yeah, that's what we say. So yeah, pretty much the race basically over here almost, unless Speedy does catch up to Anonymous. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Noel getting away from Thomas here as well, but actually catching up to the back of Nick here. So Nick might be struggling here as Noel's lap tires are 2 laps younger. So yeah, you can see.
Much excitement we would have had if the race was wet.
Imagine, yeah. I mean,
there'd only be 3 cars left in the race.
Yeah, as Jesse is gonna hold up Nick a little bit here as he goes off the track to let them through. Luckily, but yeah, Noel right on the back here of Nick. So this might be one final battle we get here on the penultimate lap. 6/10 between them, right on the cusp here, as Noel gets good run here out of Jinxiao. So he's gonna have DRS here. He's gonna put the engine or the battery up all the way here. Let's see what he can do in the slipstream. He might not be able to have the run on him here, so he might just end up saving. I would save the battery, but let's see. He's not able to do anything here. Yeah, as I said, it's a pretty decent entry there, and ooh, loses the back end and has to collect it. But yeah, that might help Nick out completely there, as I believe that's yeah, that's Jesse behind, I should say still. Or Thomas, is that? No, it's not, as is Jesse. Thomas is coming up behind afterwards. So meanwhile here, Hugos is gonna be starting his lap soon, the final lap of the race soon. So keep an eye on that, as Speedy unable to really catch up. I think he just gave up and is holding it down there. So meanwhile, we will see Hugo starts the final lap of the race here. So yeah, pretty exciting race, I should say. I bet you would agree.
Great race.
Pretty great race.
Great race, garbage game. Great race, garbage game.
Yeah, F1 game bad, but 2SRL drivers good. And unlucky, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't think that's enough here now. Noel out of the DRS range, so I believe that is it for us here. Anonymous actually on the back of Thomas, so I lied, it might not be. I need to find that here. Anonymous, yeah, right on the back here. He's gonna actually maybe take 4th place here, and get that. So goes down the inside here of Thomas, and that is the move down there basically. Yeah, so up to 4th place for Anonymous after misfortune. So good job from him. So meanwhile here, we'll ride back on board here with Hugos, who gets out of the final corner, and for the first time in 2SRL, wins a race here and takes the win in Brazil. Fantastic drive from Hugos, and he weaves away there. Very pleased with that result, as Nick, for the second week in a row, gets a very good podium finish, but he might not be out of the woods here just yet, as I don't think that's it, as yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get it here, but Noel will finish third nonetheless. A very good showing. What happened?
I think that's Ocean just giving Hugo's a love tap down the straight there.
So no love
Fully
lost.
ran into the back room and then just pushed him down the road.
Yeah. So meanwhile, there, Anonymous recovers to fourth. Thomas finishes fifth. Speedy misses out, gets sixth, and Force India finishes sixth and seventh there with silver and seventh. After that, Ocean Chief benefits there with a good strategy to finish eighth. Wimpy also getting his first points, I believe, in ninth. So a fantastic drive from him. Jesse finishes in the points there in 10th, and Buddy, the final truth classified.
Yeah, have a look at
11th.
Jesse. Have a look at Jesse.
So let's see.
He's got a wheel off. I don't know who that is.
Okay, so he
him
crashed
there.
out right at the
Speedy.
end. Oh, he crashed with I think Speedy crashed himself into the wall there on purpose at the end.
Yeah.
So that is the race, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure commentating for this season, even though it wasn't for much, but thank you to Mecha Dragon for joining me at the end here. Hopefully Abu Dhabi is an exciting race as it was here today, as we congratulate Hugos once again for winning and doing a fantastic job here today from pole position. But yeah, be sure to check out the channel below, leave a subscription, or subscribe I should say, or whatever, if you guys care to. And yeah, that's it from me.
Yeah, just about next week. I don't know what's going to happen, but
Yeah, we will let you guys know.
I'll stream it on my channel, on Twitch, but it probably won't be on YouTube unless someone sorts that out, and I'll just send the file over to someone that can upload it to the YouTube or something.
All right, yeah. So yeah, I guess that will be it from us. Thank you all again for watching, and we will see you next time. So yeah, take care, guys.